Good day, everyone. My name is Dayang ashikin, and today I will be presenting my analysis on classroom communication using the mind mapping, focusing on the flipped classroom model. Communication is the core of education because it allows both lecturer and student to co-create meaning. In my assignment, I use mind mapping as a methodological tool to analyze how communication flows, how messages are understood, and how interaction happen in a flipped classroom environment. So, I'm going to explain about case study based on a flipped classroom communication course. As you can see, before class, the lecturer provides video, reading, and quizzes. During class, students engage in role-playing, group discussion, and problem-solving tasks. Lastly, after class, they continue learning through reflection and online forum. The lecturer acts as the main sender of information, while students become both receiver and co-sender as they communicate with peer and the lecturer. This creates a two-type of communication environment with constant feedback and sharing. So, as you can see here is mind mapping that I made. The first one is the communication process, which it begins with the pre-class communication, where students receive and decode information individually. In class, communication becomes multidirectional, involving peer discussion, Q&A session, and collaborative activities. Meanwhile, the lecturers serve more as facilitator, guiding and learning rather than controlling it. So the last one is feedback, which student can ask question while lecturer provide clarification and peer exchange opinions. However, there are barriers such as misunderstanding, anxiety, or lack preparation may disrupt the communication. Next, we move to flow of communication. As you can see, the flow of information move across three main stage. The first one is pre-class, one-way flow from the lecturer to student through video, readings, and online tasks. The second one is in class, which called multi-directional, student through the peers and the lecturer during discussion, role playing, and group work. The last one is the feedback blocks. They will clarification and will do the peer comments, and lecturer will guide to strengthen the understanding. However, there are barrier for the flow of communication like low engagement or technical issue that may interrupt the flow, but reflection activity will help restore the learning process. The last mind mapping show about the key relationship to my case study, which is the flipped classroom works because there are several important relationships. For the first one is between lecturer and student relationship, the role shift from authority figure to facilitator, meaning that student become more active learner. The second one is between student and student relationship. The collaborative become more important, knowing that student will negotiate meaning, build more confident and co-construct knowledge. The last one is student learning material relationship. Pre-class content shape how much students participate in class. Motivation and preparation that play a huge role here. This relationship create an environment that is interactive and very reflective. Mind mapping used as a very useful methodological tool. Mind mapping is a useful methodological tool because it organizes a complex communication pattern in a clear visual structure. Next, it shows how elements like message sending, decoding, and feedback are connected. It also helps identify the barrier, the strengths, and gaps in communication. Mind mapping makes the flipped classroom easier to analyze by showing how information flow across different stages. It gives a clearer picture of how the lecturer, students, and the learning material interact. So, from the mind map, there are several insights that become more clearer. Like the first one, student will actively decode information rather than just receiving it. Communication is not linear, but it will flow back and forth. Next, the feedback loops influence understanding and will improve clarity. Meaning is developed collaboratively, especially during the peer discussion. Last but not least, barrier and breakdowns are easier to identify visually. Overall, the mind map simplifies a very complex communication process. So this mind mapping understanding communication science methodology, as you can see, this exercise helped me to understand communication science methodology more deeply. Mind mapping also taught me how to apply communication theories such as encoding, decoding, and the feedback loops. Next, it also identified pattern in real-life communication setting. Next, it also helped us to organize data systematically. Last but not least, mind mapping also helped us to analyze interaction holistically and meaningfully. It also showed me how methodological tool can help researchers observe, interpret, and explain communication more effectively. To conclude my video presentation here, the flipped classroom model highlight a very interactive communication environment, and mind mapping proved that to be a very effective methodological tool that bring clarity to the communication process, the flow of information, and the key of relationship that involve. I think that's all from me. Thank you.